Hello everybody, I'm back at Cypresswood here for a quick practice round. I don't think I have much time to play the entire course, but I got to get a few rounds in before I head to the putting league. Let's go. All right, I've listened to some constructive criticism on what I need to do, so I'm going to try to do it. Pretty good. Let's see if I can do that again. That was my leopard, here's my it. Let's do one more with my Hawkeye. G-Star Hawkeye. Oh yeah. Those are some good throws. Okay, I got more distance with the it and then even more distance with the Hawkeye, but I'm gonna go with this leopard so I can get some practice in with some mid-ranges. So let's try first with my Mako 3. That was good. Let me see what I can do with my MD3. That was good too. Two good throws in a row. Okay, so both this Mako 3 and MD3 are approximately 25 feet from the basket. I'm just going to take this one here because it's just easier for you guys to see where I'm at. Got one chance to make this. Oh, close. I didn't bring any of my other practice putters with me, so I've only got one putt to attempt per hole, whatever. Basically, I have a full loadout, but I took out my practice drivers and my practice putters, so I'm fully kitted for a regular disc golf round, and that's what I'm here to practice. All right, as with the first hole, I'm gonna go with 3 different drivers. First, my leopard. Got to remember to slow down the upper body. There we go, that's what I wanted. Let's try again with the it, and let's see if I can maybe correct a slight bit or just do the same thing and let it do its thing. There we go. That is even better. Now let's try this G-Star Hawkeye, see if I can repeat that performance. Ooh, a little too low, but that was still a good throw. No complaints. Okay, I've got 3 different thumb track discs I want to try for upshots. This is actually the more challenging line, the backhand line with those trees there. If I had a good forehand, I would actually try a forehand because it's wide and clear. Well, that's not far from the basket at all. That was my DX Rhino. Let's try my XT Rhino X. See if I can put a little bit more on it. Ho ho ho, that just barely nicked the tree. I heard the slightest of nicks. Actually, let's try a sidearm with my pig. Let's see if I can even do this. Oh yeah. For me, that was a really good sidearm. Okay, given that I don't want to accidentally go off to the right, I'm going to choose slightly more stable disc than the leopard. This it is about as unstable as I'd want to attempt here, but I'm doing it with a hyzer to get to flip up and to head towards the basket. Perfect. Great flip up. A little too high, but it had a good distance. I'd be happy with that throw any day. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to try the Hawkeye, slightly more stable in G-Star plastic. That basically did what I wanted. All right, so I'm starting to correct my throws. I've had more success so far. Last, my Star TL. Yep, Mike was right. I need to slow down my upper body. All 3 of those throws were excellent. Okay, both this it and this TL put me within 80 feet of the basket, which, as I've said before, is excellent, certainly for me as a novice to recreational level disc golfer. And yeah, this one got me closer. This Hawkeye, G-Star Hawkeye, got me within 40 feet, maybe 35. Hope y'all can see this. If you saw my recent errors video, I have determined that throwing, in particular drives, and secondarily upshots or approaches are my priority from now on. So I will still do putting leagues and practice putting from time to time, but mostly I'm going to focus on throwing because that's what I need to learn. So I'll be doing more of these practice rounds on different courses, and I'll be throwing multiple drives off the tee and in many cases multiple upshots. The goal in many of these practice rounds will be to play on typically 9-hole courses and the occasional 18-hole, but mostly 9-hole courses as I learn how to refine my throwing technique to eliminate some errors such as the swoop, elbow drop, and a few other things. But as Mike said, I just need to slow down. Very happy with that throw. And that disc basically did what I expected it to do. And just so you know, the basket is hidden behind that bush about 300 plus feet that way, 340 feet according to the sign that's turned backwards for some reason. G-Star Hawkeye. Perfect. This is a much better throwing day than I had at Northside Church the other day when I was doing my errors video. Here's my Star TL. Yep, absolutely perfect. Perfect for me, higher level novice, lower level recreational disc golfer. All right, so this it was cut down in the prime of its life. It had a good 40 feet left in it before it snagged a little bit of a branch and it kind of fell. And this TL landed in a really good spot, but the best spot is this little Hawkeye. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. And I'm gonna practice some upshots with 3 different discs. The first one being an XT AVR 3. Really good, absolutely came out. So the lesson I'm learning is to slow it down. Slow down the upper body. Everything else is firing about the way I want it to, even if it's not technically correct. I'm just trying to reach a consistent point. Ooh, I don't want to say I grip locked that, but I didn't focus on the hit point. So I was just going by natural, intuitive throwing, and I wasn't paying attention to where I needed to release. So that Nexus animal was not thrown correctly. Let's try again with my DX Rhino. And let's focus on the hit. There we go. Perfect. It basically hit the bottom of the pole. All right, just for the heck of it, let's see what I can do with this animal as a putting putter. Oh, nice. So yeah, I'm getting a lot out of this practice round, particularly with the throwing. I'm really happy with how that's going. Okay, due to time constraints with the sun just setting, hole 5 may be the last hole I play. I may get a little bit of bonus coverage as I take 8 and 9 back towards the entrance, but just gonna throw some drivers down the fairway. Love it. That was my Star Leopard. Now I'm going to throw my Star It. I absolutely love that one. And keep in mind, I'm kind of ignoring the trees. I mean, I'm not trying to hit them, but I'm trying to throw golf shots, which may or may not hit the trees. I'm very happy with that. It's not a good spot golf-wise for this hole, but I love the way that throw felt. Starting to get it. Oh yeah. Love it, love it, love it. 3 out of 4 great throws for me, 1 good throw. And by perfect, look at these 3. These are where these ended up. And it's rare for me to have 3 out of 4 throws within a few feet from each other. Not only is the sun setting, it's starting to sprinkle a tiny bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do these practice throws here. Let's actually try the animal first. I am 95 feet from the basket by my estimate, maybe 90. That's basically under the basket. I don't need to throw anything else, but let me see what I can do. Oh, didn't release that properly. The timing was wrong. That's still an easy putt. That's 15 feet from the basket. Let's make a correction. There we go. Oh yeah. Less than 10 feet from the basket. 2 bullseyes and 1 15 feet. All right, so winner, winner, chicken dinner. Last but not least, or I guess technically first and best, animal. All right, the sun is setting, the water is pouring, not pouring, it's sprinkling. That one kind of fell out, wasn't in the power pocket. That said, not too unhappy with it. G-Star Hawkeye. Love that throw. Oh yeah. Last but hopefully not least, Star TL. Love it. Love it. So this it was decent. This Hawkeye was really good, but this TL was, quite frankly, what I'd love to throw on this hole every time that I'm here. So regardless, 2 out of 3 throws I'm pretty happy with. Now let's go ahead and try. I've got 3 putters, AVR 3, Rhino, and Rhino X. I just want to see what they'll do at this distance. Looks like they cleared out a lot of brush up there. Could have put a little bit more on that, but I was kind of feeling it out. I have a tendency of putting too much on these discs. DX Rhino. Tiny bit more, but that's a little bit more stable. That's right next to the AVR 3. Now let's try Rhino X with a little bit more oomph on it. All 3 of those within 20 feet, no complaints. All right, all 3 of these were good, but this really is the best lie, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I've only got 1 putter, so it's all or nothing. I'm about 25 out. Ooh, that was not good. That, my friends, is why I always get a bogey on this hole. I can never get that upshot close enough, no matter how good my drive is. So it just goes to show distance is still king in disc golf if you have enough accuracy. Putting's good too. All right, the sun is setting just as I'm playing this hole, so this is why it's the last. Had to get out of the way so you can see it. That would have been great if I threw my TL, that line. So I'm going to adjust and use a slightly more stable driver with the G-Star Hawkeye. There we go, that's what I wanted. Absolutely love that. It's not the best golf line for this hole, but again, this is a practice round. I'm trying to improve my skill at throwing, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good for me. Yes, love it. 3 good throws I can be proud of. Okay, as good as this it was, this is about 50 feet past that. This is 10 feet less than this, but I like the lay of the land better with this. So we're gonna go ahead and take, I've got some mid-ranges I'm gonna try out. I've not been throwing a lot of mid-ranges recently, so now I'm going to try them again. We're gonna try the Mako 3 first. I like. That actually went a little bit long. I wonder if I should be doing standstills. Let's do a standstill with the mid-range and see if it's the right move. Practice round, not score round. I didn't have that quite angle on that. That would be a good angle with this Rock X3. So I'm going to try again that same angle, but with this Rock X3. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's within a few feet from the basket. So this is a case of misjudging distances. That Mako 3 that I thought I cooked, I actually put the perfect amount of power on it. When you take a look at this MD3 that I threw, that was basically the right amount of power that I wanted, but I gave it a slight bit of anhyzer, or I released it wrong in such a way as to make it turn early. And then this Rock X3, which I really liked, I thought it was going to be within 20 feet, maybe within 15 feet of the basket, is actually about 22 out. So the issue here with me clearly was judging distances as much as the throws. This was a perfect throw, and I'm impressed. I think part of it because it's actually dark, and maybe I couldn't judge the distances as well as I normally would in a well-lit situation. But with all that said, that's going to do it for this very fun practice round. Used some advice from friends like Mike and others online, others who had commented on my channel. Spent a lot of time thinking about what I was going to do on this round. And about 80–90% of the way I executed it. And that's why I saw a really high rate of success, even with imperfect throws and imperfect form. The type of form that gets me 250 feet as opposed to 450 feet. But it's a start, and that's what I want. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you like it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, as I have more interesting disc golf content on the way. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.